we are doing physics homework. I think is my next homework that I have. Jesus Christ, I have so many tabs open. Let's just pull up Canvas, and then is my music still here? Yes, yes it is. Music capture is available. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna play my streaming music, and we are going to get up to some homework. Let me turn down the music so it stays as like background music and not like overpowering me. But let's jam out and do some homework. I'm excited. I'm gonna take off my headphones for this one because I don't need my headphones because my music is playing on my speakers. So I'm going away for the weekend. So I want to do at least start next week's homework. You know? So I might do the extra credit on the train too. It's just watching a video and then like a TED Talk and writing about it. But I definitely need to get the physics homework and the flame homework done. So since physics is due first, we're going to work on that. Oh, I need my book. Not my book, like my notebook. Let me start another hour. So it's time to do homework. Are you guys excited for my homework? So I'm sure I'm excited for my own homework. Well, is Spotify? Oh no, it's not on shuffle. Let's go to the next one. We listen to the song. Is it? Oh my stream playlist is just gone. That's not good. Oh wow. Okay. So we might have to that's just Russian. I don't speak Russian. I'm okay. I guess I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, let's then just go to you're gonna see this just real quick, just don't mind that. Music. No, it's media player. Just 1 second. Do I have any of my music in here? Oh, I do. Okay. Albums. Do I have the Persona 4 Golden soundtrack downloaded? Yes, I do. Hold on, and then I just need to switch the output. I think. Can I do that? Oh, I think I have to... Volume mixer? I'll get this here soon. Windows Media Player. Output device. These speakers. Then... Okay, now it's going through music capture. Okay, cool. Homework time. Dun, dun, boom. Okay. So we're taking a quiz. So, motions of a car and a truck run along a straight road are represented by the velocity time graphs in the figure. The two vehicles are initially alongside each other at t equals 0. At time t, what is true about the two vehicles since time t0? Okay, so this is a velocity versus time. So at t0, the car is doing nothing. So literally at T0, the truck is already moving at a constant velocity. And the car is now speeding up. Since this velocity is going up, that means the velocity is speeding. The car is speeding up. It's going at a higher velocity now. So at T0, they're both side by side, but the truck is going. At T, their velocities are the same, but the truck will have traveled further than the car because the what's it called? Constant velocity is higher than the rising velocity until that point. Once it gets past that point, they can meet again sometime down here, and they could possibly, I don't know. Don't fucking ask me. I'm bad at physics. Okay, an object moving with a constant non-zero acceleration along the x-axis, positive x-axis. An object is moving. Yeah, okay. A graph of the velocity in the x direction as a function for this object is a horizontal straight line. Because it's like it's... I just see a globe. Okay, so like basically when it comes to non-zero acceleration, that means it's going at a constant velocity and never accelerating or decelerating. So it's just keeping on going that constant velocity, so that makes it a horizontal line. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Alright. A ball is thrown directly upwards and experiences no air resistance. Which of one of the following statements about the motion is correct? The acceleration of the ball downward while it's traveling upward. The acceleration of the ball is downward while it is traveling up, and upward while it's traveling down. Incorrect. It's always downward. The acceleration is downward during the entire time the ball is in the air, but let me read the other two. Acceleration of the ball is upward while it's traveling up and down. No, it's always accelerating down because gravity is always pulling it down. So that means if I threw a ball straight up in the air, its velocity, its initial velocity may be fast, but it's like going, right? And so it reaches a certain point and it starts going down. The reason it reaches a certain point and stopping in the air is because it's slowing down because gravity is pulling on it. So that means the acceleration is always going to be down towards the Earth the whole trip, because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. An object is moving in a straight line along the x-axis. A plot of its velocity in the x direction as a function of the time is shown. Which graph represents its acceleration in the x direction of time? Okay, well, from 1 to 3, it's accelerating. From 3 to 5, it's deaccelerating. And from 5 to 7, it's deaccelerating at a slower rate. So I just said speeding up, slowing down, slower rate, and staying constant. Yep. The figure shows the velocity of a particle as it travels along the x-axis. What is the direction of the acceleration at t.5 seconds? Acceleration is in the minus x direction because it's slowing down, the velocity is getting negative. So if the velocity is starting to go negative, the acceleration is negative. If it's negative but it's starting to go positive, the acceleration is positive. Weird concept, but you know, it's whatevers. The figure, the graph, for position x is a function of time for moving straight line the x-axis. Hold on, I'm gonna shuffle my music, maybe make a playlist with all my video game songs. Whoops. Take me to my media player. New playlist, stream. Let's add the Ace Attorney soundtrack. Smile for Me. Terraria. The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. Actually really good. And I guess the Danganronpa soundtrack, because why not? We like to keep it classy over here. I guess the DDLC Plus and DDLC OST can come into. Alright, let's shuffle stream real quick. Shuffle on repeat, all the songs play. It's same song. Okay. Got a new song going. Okay. The figure shows the graph of x. Okay. Which of the following graphs best describes the velocity along the x-axis as a function of time for this? Oh, okay. So figure shows. Okay, this is position versus time. This graph here, this one, that means the position is moving over time. This is going to be velocity then. Wouldn't it be the same as its... Let's see. So it's going... It's not going to start negative. Because the position is... Danganronpa is classy. Okay. Their music is good. You wouldn't understand. You're a child. I'm just kidding. I think you're older than me. We're just gonna go with B. Which velocity versus time graph goes with this acceleration graph? Okay, so it is slow and then speeding up. That would definitely be E. Okay, questions 9 through 15. 9 through 15 are the ones that I have to worry about with work. A cart speeds up while moving away from the origin. What velocity do the velocity and acceleration graph look like? Okay, so car speeds up while moving away from the origin. Velocity and acceleration graph. It'd have to be C, because the acceleration, it's moving away from the origin, and the Danganronpa fan kills boyfriend is a real news headline? Really? Holy shit. Well, I knew Danganronpa fans were crazy, but I didn't know that crazy. Fuck. Shit. Okay, well, goddamn. The game is good, though. Game's good. But the answer is C. Car accelerates at a constant rate from 0 to 32.2 milliseconds in 10 seconds. And then slows down to 7.5 meters per second, meters per second in 5 seconds. What is the average acceleration? It's the nearest tenth of a meter per second during the 15 seconds. Okay, so I think I do, let's look up average acceleration. It's delta velocity over delta time. I knew it was delta velocity over delta time. Also, welcome back, number 2 and everything. I don't know if you're gone or just lurking. Either way, it's fine. I'm glad you're still here. I hope you're finding this at least somewhat entertaining. It's literally just me doing homework. So it's delta velocity, so 32. Left and then came back. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So 32.2 minus 7.5 over 15 seconds. Let me grab my calculator and do that. So on 32.2 minus 7.5 divided by 15 seconds. 1.646. So to the nearest tenth. So 1.64. So 1.6. Speeder traveling at 40. Is this has to be DLC, right? This sounds I've barely played DDLC Plus, so no, this is Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney 2. Won a lawsuit, another victory. This is what plays when you win a lawsuit. Where did the hype bingus meme come from? The memes? Oh my god, Jesus. Okay. So what was I doing? Why did I type it? So a speeder traveling at 40 milliseconds, 40 meters per second, passes a motorcycle policeman at it's 12:25. Passes a policeman at rest on the side of the road. Policeman accelerates at 1.07 meters per second squared to the nearest tenth of a second. How long does it take the policeman to catch the speeder? No, I'm not gonna read it. Shut up. So traveling at 40 meters per second. So catches the policeman, continues going 40 meters per second, right? So the policeman has to catch up, speeding at 1.07 meters per second. So 1.07, no, 40 divided by 1.007. So it'll take him 37 seconds, 37.4 seconds. Hold on. This is one of the ones that I don't know. So how far to the nearest tenth of a meter can a runner run in the time it takes to... What? How far to the nearest tenth of a meter can a runner running at 16 meters per second run in the time it takes a rock to fall from rest, 91 meters. So it's asking, so rock is 91 meters in the sky. It is falling at a negative 9.81 meters per second acceleration. So it's at 91. It'll take about 9.3 seconds to hit the ground. So 16 times 9.3 should be 148.8. I feel like this section of the stream is going to be a YouTube series, like a video series, and it's going to be learning with Jason or something like that. Where everything goes wrong. Julie drives 50 miles to grandmother's house. On the way to grandmother's, Julie drives half the distance at 40 miles per hour. Half the distance at 59 miles per hour. What is Julie's average speed on her way to grandmother's house? Learning with Jason as he fails his class. Yeah, that's practically it. So Julie drives 40 miles per hour, half of the distance. So 25 miles at 40 miles per hour. So 25 miles at 40 miles per hour. That is 0.625 hours. And then 25 miles at 59 miles per hour. That is 0.423. Well, rounding up the 3, because it's 3.7, rounding up the 3 would be 4.24 hours. So what is Julie's average speed? So, well, it has to be 59 miles per hour minus 40 over 0.625 plus 0.424. Okay, so let's do this. 59 minus 40 divided by 0.625 plus 0.424 equals 18. Average speed. That feels like something different. Not average speed. Average speed is calculated by dividing the total distance that something has traveled by the total amount of time it took to travel that distance. Okay. Glad I learned that. So, total distance, so that'd be 50 divided by 0.6. Stop just sending world emojis. 25 plus 0.424. That'd be about 80, I guess. 80.4. We'll go with 80.4. Okay. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I dropped my calculator. Alright. Got my calculator. Particles velocity is... Resident Evil 5 isn't terrible. It's a great game made by fantastic people who should be commended. They should not be commended for their work. Resident Evil 5 absolutely actually sucks. Let me talk to you about Resident Evil 5. Let's ignore my homework for a bit. The Resident Evil series, right? It's established itself by this point as kings and queens of horror, royalty of horror, for its slow burn and creepy, like, it's not like all in your face and action and all that, right? So Resident Evil came out and it was like it wasn't like jump scares or anything. Like it had barely any jump scares. So did Resident Evil 2 and 3. They barely had any jump scares. And so that sort of like it solidified its like statement as a psychological horror, and its slow burning aspect gave it like its style, almost its artistic style, right? So 4 comes out, and it's one of the best Resident Evil games of all time. It keeps up with the style. It is just so creepy and so much fun. 5 comes out. 5, I have nothing wrong with like the story points of 5, but 5 is literally just an action fest. It just spends all of its time. It's not slow burning. It's fast paced, and it's just action here. It's like watching an action movie, and it's Resident Evil has never felt like that before. Resident Evil was always like slow burn, but with little bits of action that was like grandiose, and those grandiose bits of action added like so much to the game, because with the slow burningness of the game, it can almost feel boring at times. Don't you do not say Resident Evil 6 is even better. Resident Evil 6 is even worse. Resident Evil 6 is okay, thank God. Thank fuck. Jesus. Anyways, so Resident Evil 5 and 6 for that matter totally change the formula of like slow burn with little bits of action. It was always action. It felt like I was watching like a superhero movie with zombies. So like it just wasn't fun. Even though Resident Evil 6 was my first Resident Evil game and it got me into the franchise. I liked Resident Evil 6 at the time, and I claimed to like it. Then I played every single other Resident Evil game, most of them, and I just enjoyed all those better. I'm so glad that they came back down to earth with 7. 7 fucking slaps. 7 is one of the best Resident Evil games of all time. 8 is really good too. It kind of went back into the action on the back half of that game, but it just 5 and 6 were just such misses. They could have been such great games, but they totally missed. They misread their audience so badly. Uh, it's just the end part of 7. You don't like it, really? I kind of like it. I think it's cool. Little quirky. It gives a nice backstory to everything. I personally liked it. I was a big fan of the end part of 8, not the very end. The very end was great. The very end was a very good part. That middle section in between, like the where Ethan Winters dies. Oh, spoilers for Resident Evil 8, by the way. Sorry, pre-warning. Spoilers, Resident Evil 8. So, Ethan Winters dies, and then you go into the perspective of Hot Man. What's his name? What's Hot Man's name again? Hot Man's name. This is so bad. He was in the first game, but he wasn't as hot. And then he was in the 7th game. The Chris Redfield. That section of that game is not. It just doesn't sit well with me. I don't like it. It feels like it's calling back to 5 and 6. I mean, it's good, but it's whatever. Anyways, back to homework. Particles velocity described by function v of x equals k times squared meters per second. I am based. That's it. No one else has the correct opinion besides me. I'm based. The particles with the k is a constant and t is in seconds. The particle's position at t0 equals 0.0. X of 0 is at negative 5 meters. At t1 equals time 1 equaling 2 seconds. The particle is at x1 13 meters. Okay. Oh, okay. So when it's at t0, the position of it is at negative 5 meters. And then at t2, the particle is at 13 meters. So we'll take the equation and go. So that's velocity. Particles' velocity is described by the function. Velocity is change in position over change in time, right? So it would be 13 plus 5 because it's minus negative 5, so plus 5 over 2 seconds. So the velocity is 18 divided by 2. So the velocity is 9, right? So it's 9 equals k times t, which t in seconds is 2 squared. So we do 9 equals k times 4, divided by 4, divided by 4. 9/4 is k. 9/4. Oh. I have to solve for 9/4. 9/4 equals 2.25. So 2.25. You know what? I like Opera GX. Okay, it just, I don't know. It just like just makes me feel good. I like Opera GX. It uses a lot less RAM than Google Chrome, and that's been helping me because I keep so many tabs open. Yeah, Opera GX is just good. This is not sponsored by Alpha GX. If I was sponsored by Alpha GX, I'd be so fucking stoked. Okay, a particle's velocity is given by a function Vx equals velocity of x equals 8 meters per second times sine of 6 pi t. Why am I writing this all the way up here? That would just confuse the professor. Let's not do that today. Okay, so 8 meters a second sine of 6.0 radians, or not radians, pi times t. So what is the particle's acceleration after times 0 seconds when the particle reaches a turning point? So it's 0 seconds, so it's 8 meters per second? This is Ace Attorney music. This is a good song. This song slaps. But I'm gonna skip it. God, Danganronpa music slaps. Let's get a good song here. No. Okay, this song slaps. I cannot lie. No. So when the particle reaches a turning point after 0 seconds, when time equals 0, that'd be the velocity is going 8 meters per second. But when the particle reaches a turning point, what is the particle's acceleration after negative 8 meters per second? I guess. Water drop falls from the edge of the roof at a steady rate. Water drops fall. Its fifth drop starts to fall. This is the first drop hits the ground. At this instant, the second and third drop are exactly at the bottom and top edges of a 124 centimeter tall window. How high in meters is the edge of the roof? That's a weird one. Okay, so water falls off the edge of the roof at a steady rate. So water 1 hits the ground, fifth drop is coming off, and 2 and 3 are at this window here that is 124 centimeters tall. Well, does it say how many seconds it takes? So, you know what? How tall in meters is the roof? It's traveling at 9.81 meters per second down. It's all falling at a steady rate. So we can even say just 1 meter per second, even if it's a steady rate and just time slow, you know. So if first drop hits the ground, second drop is right behind it at an even space. Oh, I'm stupid. So if literally the space in between drop 2 and 3 is 124, so that means the interval between each and every drop is 124 centimeters. So it's 124, between 1 and 2, plus 124 between 2 and 3, plus 124 between 3 and 4, and then plus 124 between 4 and 5. So we are going to do 124 times 4 is 496. Alright, now I have to grab my phone and scan my work. I'm glad you're having a chat while I'm doing my homework. And once that's done, we still have time on the clock. So I'm going to finish what I was doing. I was someone from club drew a really good drawing of the club mascot, and I really wanted it in a digital format, so I've been drawing it in a digital format because I thought the sketch was just so good. So I'll return to that until the timer stops. I should probably save it, to be honest. Alright, yep, that's good enough. Send email. You're about to see my god-awful email. Send. Okay, we're about to look at my email real quick, and it's not gonna be good. Notifications, yeah, it's fine. Password change. Oh, Spotify. I changed my Spotify password. Okay, this choose file. Let's make quest. Oh, I have an unanswered question. Oh. $62 seconds. Let's make quest. Jesus Christ, is it because these are ungraded? Oh my god. Oh, in meters! Holy shit! I fucking failed that test. I completely, not test, it's homework. I bombed that. Oh my god. How did I do that bad? Holy shit.